The War Council chamber of the Zetharian Empire floated in the void between dimensions, its crystalline walls pulsing with an ominous crimson glow. Commander Anna stood at attention before the holographic projections of 17 alien species, each representing a civilization that had dominated their corner of the galaxy for millennia. Her dark eyes remained steady, unflinching, as she waited for their judgment. "You dare to threaten us," hissed Ambassador Vorthak, his serpentine form coiling around his levitation platform. "Your species has barely touched the stars. We have conquered 1,000 worlds." Anna's expression didn't change. "We didn't threaten anyone. We asked you to leave our system, politely." The chamber erupted in a cacophony of alien laughter, clicks, whistles, and sounds no human throat could produce. Lewis, standing guard at the door in his tactical armor, felt his jaw tighten. He'd served under Anna for 3 years, and he knew that tone in her voice. It was the calm before the storm. "Politely," repeated High Executor Zarnix, a being of pure energy contained within a magnetic field. "How quaint. The child race thinks politeness matters in the vacuum of space." The executor's field flickered with what might have been amusement. "We have sent our 7th Fleet to claim your planet. They will arrive in 48 hours. You may surrender now or face extinction." Anna took a single step forward. "I'm here to give you one final warning. Recall your fleet, now." The laughter intensified. Vorthak slithered closer to Anna's platform. "Little human, do you know what happened to the last species that defied the Covenant? The Dracoth were warriors without equal. They had plasma cannons that could crack moons. Their soldiers were 8 feet of muscle and fury." He paused for dramatic effect. "They no longer exist. We erased them from history." "The 7th Fleet," Anna said quietly, "won't return. Just like the 5th Fleet you sent to the Tau Ceti colony didn't return. Just like the 3rd Fleet you sent to Mars Station didn't return." The chamber fell silent. Lewis watched as confusion rippled through the alien council. They hadn't known. The Covenant's fleet simply vanished. No distress signals, no wreckage, nothing. "Impossible," whispered Zarnix. "Those fleets carried millions of soldiers, the finest warriors from across the Covenant." Anna pulled out a small data chip and inserted it into the chamber's interface. Images flickered to life above the council, grainy, distorted footage from the 5th Fleet's final moments. The video showed massive alien warships, each the size of a small city, approaching Earth's outer colonies. Then came the humans, not in gleaming starships or with apocalyptic weapons. They came in small, dark vessels that seemed to absorb light itself. Dropships descended onto the alien flagships like locusts. What happened next made even Lewis flinch, though he'd seen it before. The human boarding parties moved through the alien ships with impossible precision. Each soldier seemed to anticipate their enemy's moves before they happened. Covenant warriors, creatures that had terrorized the galaxy for generations, fell in seconds. The footage showed a single human woman taking down 6 Dracoth commandos, her movements too fast for the camera to track clearly. "Enhanced reflexes," Anna explained, her voice clinical. "We can perceive time at roughly 5 times the rate you do. To us, you move in slow motion." But that wasn't the worst part. The video shifted to show human soldiers walking through zones that should have killed them instantly. Hard vacuum, extreme radiation, temperatures that would boil metal. One soldier, his armor breached, continued fighting in the cold void of space for 17 minutes before he even bothered to patch the leak. "Adaptive biology," Anna continued. "Turns out when you evolve on a death world where everything is trying to kill you, you develop certain advantages. Our bodies can survive almost anything for short periods, long enough to eliminate threats." Vorthak's scales had turned pale. "This is propaganda, fabrication." "Is it?" Anna's smile didn't reach her eyes. "Then where are your fleets, Ambassador?" The chamber's atmosphere had shifted from mockery to something approaching fear. Lewis could see it in their alien expressions, in the way they leaned away from Anna's hologram. "There's more," Anna said, advancing the footage. "This is what happened when your forces tried biological weapons on our colony at Proxima Centauri." The video showed alien ships releasing clouds of engineered viruses, pathogens designed to liquefy human tissue in hours. The colonists breathed it in, and for a moment they showed symptoms: fever, lesions, blood from their eyes. Then something extraordinary happened. The colonists kept working, kept fighting. Their immune systems, evolved to combat Earth's endless variety of diseases, adapted in real time. Within hours, the humans weren't just surviving, they were hunting down the ships that had deployed the bioweapon. "You tried to poison us," Anna said softly. "Do you know what Earth is? It's a planet where the deadliest predators are microscopic, where viruses and bacteria wage constant war against multicellular life. Our ancestors survived the Black Plague, Spanish flu, and horrors you can't imagine. Your designer pathogens are amateur work." High Executor Zarnix's energy field was flickering erratically now. "What do you want from us?" "Nothing," Anna replied. "We want you to leave us alone. We never wanted this war. We were happy exploring, learning, growing. You brought this to our doorstep." "And if we refuse?" Vorthak asked, though his voice had lost its earlier confidence. Anna's expression hardened. "Your 7th Fleet is 3 hours from Earth. We've been tracking them since they entered our system. I'm giving you one last chance to recall them." "Or what?" the Serpentine ambassador challenged, desperately trying to reclaim some authority. "You'll destroy them like you claim you destroyed the others." "No," Anna said quietly. "We'll do something worse." She pulled up another file. This one showed a single human research station deep in the asteroid belt. Scientists moved about their work, and at first it seemed innocuous. Then Lewis saw what they were working on. Nanomachines. Billions of self-replicating nanomachines, each one programmed with a simple directive: disassemble non-human technology and use the materials to make more nanomachines. "You wouldn't," Zarnix breathed. "That would be genocidal," Anna finished. "Yes, the same thing you planned for us. The only difference is we're efficient." She let that sink in. "We didn't start as warriors," Anna continued, her voice taking on a different quality, something ancient and tired. "Humans are builders, dreamers, explorers. We wrote poetry and painted pictures and reached for the stars because we wanted to see what was out there. But you know what else we are?" The chamber waited. "Survivors. For 4 billion years, everything on Earth tried to kill us. Ice ages, supervolcanoes, asteroid impacts, predators with teeth like knives and venom that stops your heart in seconds, diseases that turned cities into graveyards. We survived it all, not because we were the strongest or the fastest or the biggest. We survived because we're adaptable, creative, and absolutely, utterly relentless when threatened." Anna began walking toward the chamber's exit, Lewis falling into step beside her. "You have 2 hours to recall your fleet," she said over her shoulder. "If they cross the orbital defense line, we'll assume you've made your choice. And ambassadors," she paused at the doorway. "If you choose war, understand this: we don't fight to win territory or resources. Humans fight to eliminate threats, permanently, thoroughly. We are very, very good at making things extinct." As they left the chamber, Lewis finally spoke. "Do you think they'll back down?" Anna was quiet for a long moment, watching the stars through the station's viewport. Earth hung in the distance, a blue-green marble that had birthed the galaxy's newest apex predators. "They'll look at their projections," she said finally. "They'll calculate losses, run simulations, analyze data, and then they'll realize the truth." "What truth?" "That every species they've conquered was apex predator of their world. The Dracoth were the strongest, the Zentari were the smartest, the Vorkesh were the fastest." Anna's reflection in the viewport showed a sad smile. "But Earth is different. On Earth, there is no single apex predator. There are millions, all competing, all evolving, all locked in an endless arms race of survival. She turned to face Lewis directly. And we beat them all. Every single one. We didn't do it by being stronger or faster or smarter than any individual predator. We did it by being more adaptable, more persistent, and more willing to do whatever it takes to survive than anything evolution ever produced. An alert chimed on Anna's comm device. She glanced at it and allowed herself a genuine smile. "The Seventh Fleet is turning around," she said. "The Covenant is withdrawing from all human systems." Lewis let out a breath he didn't know he'd been holding. "So it's over." "For now," Anna replied. "But they'll be back eventually, or someone else will. The galaxy is full of civilizations that think might makes right. And when they come..." Anna looked back at Earth, at the planet that had forged humanity in fire and ice and blood and disease. The planet that had given rise to a species that wrote love songs and built cathedrals, and also perfected the art of wholesale slaughter when necessary. "When they come," she said quietly, "they'll learn the same lesson the Covenant just learned. The same lesson that every predator that ever hunted early humans learned. The same lesson that viruses and bacteria and ice ages learned." "What lesson?" Anna's smile was cold as the void between stars. "That humanity doesn't have natural predators. We have prey that hasn't realized it yet." Epilogue. In the archives of the Zetharian Covenant, a new entry appeared that day. It was marked with the highest classification level, accessible only to species leaders and military commanders. The file was simple, containing just 3 words repeated in every language of the Covenant. "Leave them alone." And beneath it, in smaller text, a warning that would echo through the galaxy for generations. "They don't fight like soldiers. They fight like the universe tried to kill them for 4 billion years and failed. They fight like survivors, and survivors never ever stop." The file attached Anna's final transmission to the Covenant. Just 5 words, delivered in a tone that made even machine translators shudder. "We gave you a chance." Across the galaxy, civilizations that had never heard of Earth, that had never encountered humanity, began adding a new entry to their military databases. It wasn't a battle plan or a tactical assessment. It was simpler than that. It was a map showing a small yellow star in an unremarkable arm of the Milky Way. And around it, in every known language, a single designation. Forbidden Zone, Apex Predators. Humanity didn't ask for respect. They didn't demand fear. They simply existed, a reminder that sometimes the most dangerous species isn't the one with the biggest weapons or the fastest ships. It's the one that refused to die when the universe tried to kill it. It's the one that turned a death world into a garden. It's the one that looked at the infinite hostile darkness of space and said, "We've survived worse." They were humans, and no one who fought them ever returned to tell the tale.